Kathy, if you want to get that link, it's over. If it's on Patreon, it's right there in the feed. If you want to go to the Champagne Room on thirdeyechampagne.com, you have to do it on your desktop because I think it might be still hidden on mobile. We're working on that. But you want to go over there, you want to go to the Champagne Room, go to the forum, look for today's live link, and the link will be right there. So we've got 2 streams going. We're going to hang out for a hot minute. I got to move that over here. Okay, and then this over here. Okay. All right. So we just finished the cocktail congress, everyone. This is my fake cocktail. I believe Autumn has coffee, right?
Yep.
It means I get to eat my maraschino cherries. I'm pretty sure these are terrible for you, but
yeah, but I grew up on them, so I think they're great. They're fun. Once in every once in a while. So sorry, I'm just my hair was my face, so I was just pulling it up. How have you been? How have you been handling all of this craziness?
Better than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. It. How do I want to say this? There's some part of me. I think I might just be dissociating, honestly. But there's some part of me that's like, okay, this is a thing that's happening. I'm watching us. You'll have to forgive me because I just watched What About Bob? That old movie from the 90s, if you haven't seen it. But there's his whole deal is baby steps, right? So now I'm like, everything lately in my head is baby steps. So I'm like, baby steps towards fascism, baby steps towards fascism. So I'm watching us baby step towards fascism. And I think I'm just disassociating because I'm just like, I'm watching it happen. I feel helpless. I don't want to be a good German, So that's why I started that cocktail congress, because I'm like, okay, we're building a community. We're rallying around doing something positive. We are taking action, even though it seems like we're not, we are. And sustained action is the best kind of action you can take because we're in it for the long haul. And in that live stream, Autumn, you were talking about, we're Scorpios, we have endurance. We're not walking away. Like, we're in it for the long haul. And that sending letters to your senator every single week and hanging out with us and chilling, it does something. Believe me, it does something. And it changes the energy too. I get a lot of, criticism, I think, for not being Merry Sunshine, which as a Scorpio, I think is not possible. But
well, it's the reality of things. But please go on.
No, I'm trying to get the maraschino cherry out.
Okay, there you go. My thing is, even my therapist is like, okay, this is all the stuff you're talking about. There's a gamer on YouTube who I've been watching for years called Gray Still Plays. Mm-hmm. And he just does these silly boards, like old, GTA, but they set up these boards where you've got to get the car to do these crazy things. But he's just fun. And it is like 15, 20-minute videos. I have been having dinner with Gray for a decade. And it's nice because I just sit down and and it's like, he's just doing this thing and it's not important, but it's nice. And my therapist is like, maybe you could do a little more of that, because being in this energy is hard, and knowing what's coming astrologically is hard, because we can't just sit here and say, oh yeah, 3 months we're golden. It's like, no, we have 2 years. We've got 2 years of really crazy astrology, really, really. But the thing is we're going to get through it.
Yeah.
And we're going to get through it together. Yes, tapioca. Gray Still Plays. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's that's the thing too, is we are in this moment also in eclipse season. We have Saturn moving into Aries tomorrow. We have a Mercury retrograde starting on February 26th. So we're feeling as a collective so much right now.
Yeah.
So everything feels extra. And I'm seeing it with my clients. I'm seeing it across the board. I don't know if you're seeing it, but it's like everybody is just like, oh my God, it's a lot.
Oh yeah, and viewership is dropping because people, they don't want to. They like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And even on my channel, where I specifically gear things toward, people having little eyes and little ears around during the day.
Yes, you do.
So I don't talk about graphic things, and I don't swear, but I'm still covering the news. I'm still, so there are things in my head that I've heard are in there, and things that happen, and it's like, I am never repeating that.
Yeah.
Because there's looking at the news, they're seeing if people are going to be held accountable, and then there's stuff you could put in your head that you will never get out again. And I don't want to. It's like, no, just I'll buffer it for people, because it's hard.
It's listen, I have to say, everybody, we're not living in an ordinary time space right now. None of this is normal. And a lot of what I see, people around me are just plowing ahead like nothing is happening. I see it with like the kids at school. My niece, she's little, and the teachers are just handing out homework like 2-3 hours of homework, which I hate anyway. But I always say, like, do they not think about what's psychically, and I don't mean psychically like I'm a psychic, I mean like, psychically, physiologically happening to these children living in an environment like this? It's like when COVID hit, and my nephew, he was still in high school, and they were just like handing out homework. And I'm like, he's living through a pandemic. He can't leave his house. Why are you giving him homework?
Right.
It's like there's so many people that are trying to act like it's business as usual. And then people like us, I think, sometimes start to feel like, well, am I crazy? Like,
I'm trying to find the, because I made this summer, I am, fingers crossed, coming out with my astrographics course.
Ooh.
And to teach astrology because of using graphics, mnemonic devices, that kind of stuff. And but to show some of that, I'm trying to, here it is, I think. There it is. What I was explaining to people was that with Neptune moving into Aries, and then Saturn moving into Aries. Come on, work with me. Down, 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 down. Keep going. Keep. One more. You can do it. I know you can. Okay, here we go. Aries is the martial sign. So when Neptune goes into Aries, it's Neptune going to war. I mean, there's this martial energy, there's this get up and go, this pioneering spirit, but there's also, we all know, there's some people, not all, but there's some people like Aries who it's like they're always looking for a fight, and then, so we've already had this happening, and we're about to have Saturn, the trench digger, is tomorrow, goes into Aries, and then it's going to catch up and conjunct Neptune here, and they're both going to conjunct the U.S. charts, the base of the U.S. chart. This is a big deal because, and I showed this as the main angles on the on a chart where you have you've got the ascendant, descendant, and then at the top you've got the midheaven, and the bottom it's called the IC. Mm-hmm. It's Latin. You don't need to know it. It's imum celi, but you don't need to know that. Anyway, the IC at the bottom, it's home. And so it's, I don't know if you can see, there's a little home symbol down there. But that's because we have an Aries, the US has an Aries IC, our homes are kind of fortified. Our homes are, we have the Second Amendment, and that's such a big deal because our home lives are martial, it's martial energy. But Neptune's coming in, so suddenly there is all of this, it's like a flood. And it's weakening our foundations at home. It's dissolving some things here. And Saturn, the taskmaster, is about to show up. So it's going to be Saturn on top of this to come in and say, all right, let's have some repercussions. Let's get on with things. And the good thing is about tomorrow is I'm hoping it means that Saturn means we are going to start seeing some repercussions. We're going to start seeing either things coming out or people being held accountable for something. That would be ideal, but I'm not going to hold my breath because we've been through 10 years of this. But what is happening astrologically is so extraordinary. Just the sheer, all four outer planets aspecting each other. And the focal point of it being at 0 degrees Aries. That we haven't had this kind of happening anywhere, let alone at 0 Aries, in like literally centuries upon centuries. And it happening at that 0 Aries, the beginning of the zodiac, the powerful beginning of all of it. We've never had that in human history.
No.
So the good news is the planets are not in terrible, stressful aspects to each other, which is good. That helps. But it's still an overwhelming amount of energy. It's going to be hard. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing with myself.
Those are beautiful. You do such beautiful work.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
It's really, you're very talented.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. There are 2 chats running. So I have a member exclusive Zoom going where if you're a member of Patreon or thirdeye-champagne.com, you get that. And then when we're done on YouTube, we go another hour on the membership Zoom, which I'm sure Autumn will be hanging out in the chat for that one because she usually does. But there are 2 going on. Yes, there are 2 separate chats. So you're not crazy. There are 2 separate streams happening now.
Technically, I'm live. I am live on YouTube.
Oh,
so
right.
there are 3.
I like it. I like it. Well, I think we've BS'd quite a bit. Should we get into some readings?
Yep. And your oh, thank you, Maya. And your headline was about Pam Bondi.
Well, I couldn't get on the internet without seeing her stupid fucking face. So I thought she must be a big deal. We better take a look at her. So let's jump off with Bondi and see. I want to know how she's feeling right now. Have you looked at her just her emotional state yet?
No. Because yeah, we can take a peek. I just I watch a lot of Hal Sparks, and he covered a big chunks of that hearing. He showed and he does commentary over it. And I'll tell you one thing about her. I know she got her law license. I know she is where she is, but am I the only one? She seems like she's dumb as rocks.
I know. As my dearly departed father would say, dumber than a box of hair.
Yes. She just,
oh man. I'll tell you what, this lady's freaked out. She's not showing it. She is freaked. Right. Okay. So the first thing I see is the guilty card. So we've got the guilty card here. That to me says she's like, okay, I'm in trouble. Something went down. Somebody's going to find out about it. I'm in deep shit. Like something is happening. So that's here. And then we have right next to it, the sneaky card, which says, I have done bad things and I'm afraid I'm going to get caught. This woman is terrified she's going to get caught. And then the funny thing is, she's also super delusional because she's like, boy, did I nail that. She's patting herself on the back. So she is petrified because she's like, something bad happened, but she's completely disassociated. Talk about disassociating. So your cups are always your emotions. She's walked away from the cups. She's got her back to her emotions. So she can't even feel anything besides, oh my God, I'm in trouble. And also, but I nailed that. Did everybody see that I nailed it? So what do you have?
What I've got is she's mad. Those Democrats and their Trump derangement syndrome, and look at me, and I did what I was supposed to do because I was supposed to go after them. I was supposed to attack them the way that Herr Führer does Trump. So but how dare they? They're just delusional. They're just all of that. But she's also scared. I think she's still afraid for her job because
I want to look at her job while you keep talking.
Yeah, she is afraid. In adding insult to injury, she knows Trump could turn on her on a dime, and she's just got her head down, just working when she's not yelling at Democrats and what have you. But like I've got to do more to make him happy. I've got to do more. Because it's the only way to save the country that's in turmoil and blah. And the Democrats will doom us all. And I mean, it's just. But also at the same time, I'm sorry, but it's like, feed the squirrels. Come on. She's just there's okay. Let me throw this in quickly. I'm sorry. I'm going to be chatty.
I love it. Be chatty. We're here.
When what they basically find is people who are intelligent, they're basically taking in more information and processing it. And if you are dull, dim, there's a reason we use those terms, because you're not only not taking in as much, then you're not even processing what you have as quickly. And the wheels are very slow. Her wheels are very, very slow.
Yeah.
And she's the things that you would be like, read the room or look at the big picture. She can't. She does not have the brain power. I'm sorry.
No, she doesn't. She's just got a little hamster on a wheel just running around in her head. That's the only thing that's in there. You know what? I don't think she's going to lose her job yet, though.
No,
I don't see it. Her cards right now are fine. I hate to say this, but she's like, no, I'm good. Cards are good. She's hearing her own cards. It's funny because she wants to be Queen of Pentacles. She's not Queen of Cups, and typically with a blonde, they're going to show up as Queen of Cups usually, but she's like, no, I'm great. In fact, again, so I think somebody told her she was doing a good job too with that 3 of Cups card. So it wasn't just like, look, everybody, that's great. Didn't do such a good job. I think somebody said, great job, Pam. Probably Trumpy. Probably he's like, oh yeah, good job, honey. He calls all the women honey. He does.
Ugh.
He does. He's one of those.
I'm sorry. I would spit on his shoes.
We also have, okay. I don't know why the Zoom link didn't go out. We're in Mercury retrograde shadow already. But if you need to get to the membership chat, go to the collective, go to the Champagne Room. You can also search Champagne Room on the Third Eye Champagne website, and it should be up there. It should be right there under announcements and links. So it is findable. No, she's not getting fired yet. Not yet, but I think she will. Or she resigns, but her outcome cards are not good. So here's your card of government. Here's your card of sorrow. So something's coming where she's no longer in a good position, where she's no longer happy. And I think either she has to walk or he fires her.
Yeah. No, the job is stressing her out. And she feels like the others don't have to work as hard as she does. And it's just my cards a number of years ago split out between cups are Democrats, pentacles are Republicans, wands are MAGA, and then swords are usually military or legislation, law enforcement, sometimes communication. Okay, it's Democrats. This is what's coming up for a reading for a job. Democrats actively going after this. She's been trying to deny them. This is refusal. They're like, hello, and she's just nope, won't do it. But this whole Republican situation becomes more shaky. It's on shakier ground. Democrats are very much hanging together, and spin the wheel and see what happens, because her situation could change quickly as the Republican situation changes quickly, where just enough people resign or walk away that suddenly Speaker Mikey the Heretic isn't the speaker anymore, or something happens to the Orange Fuhrer. But the thing is, I just keep picking up on this, that it will be a shock to her, because she's not bright enough to read the room. And I don't like saying that about women, but wow, she's dim.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. She just, well, and the other thing too, dim, but also somebody in the chat here said she's also a Scientologist, so she's used to apparently. But it's also like this tunnel vision where I see her just looking at the one thing, like, oh no, this is going to be a thing. This is going to be a thing. She also thinks that, like, it's like Wizard of Oz logic. Like, if I think it hard enough, then they probably teach us in Scientology. If I think it hard enough, it will become my reality. Like, she's kind of giving that vibe, where it's like, no, I'll just make it happen. I don't know how, but I will. She's.
Have you seen the videos about Scientology, and how once you reach certain levels, you have the secrets are revealed to you, and it's like you're full of tiny aliens, you're something, and it's like the guy was a pulp writer. What do you expect?
Yeah.
But no, I'm going to make my whole life about this. I
have a very strange tie to Scientology. Yes, I do. I actually do. My aunt Nancy, who some of you know, if you're, we have so many people on your channel in my chat. Hi, everybody. If you don't know me, just by the way, you're watching this on Autumn's channel. We also, I'm Third Eye Champagne. I'm Kirsten Langston. Please come and follow me and hang out with me. I am live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, just so you knows. But Nancy married a guy, second husband, very recently. And his father was best friends with L. Ron Hubbard.
I missed something there. I'm sorry. Say your connection again?
Yeah, so my Aunt Nancy married a man, and his father was best friends with L. Ron Hubbard.
Okay.
And he is the guy that helped L. Ron invent the e-meter, where you hold the cans and then it tells you if you're telling the truth or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband hates Scientology. He hates all Scientologists. He says it's the biggest scam in the world. His father ended up losing every penny they had. They were very wealthy. He lost every penny they had to L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology. But to this day, if he wanted to, he could call up Tom Cruise or, oh God, Miscavige. He could call him up right now and say, I'm so-and-so, blah, blah, blah is my dad. And they would welcome him with open arms.
And take every cent he's got.
Of course, take every cent he's got. But no, his dad was super high up in Scientology. So I have this and if you mention it to him, her husband, oh, forget about it. He'll go off about how Elron was a grifter. He was an idiot. He just wrote a bunch of crap and then made a religion out of it. And yeah, he goes off. He's not wrong, obviously, but I do have a very bizarre tie-in to Scientology.
I'm sorry. I've always been a huge fan of Walter Gibson, who created The Shadow.
Oh.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
Yeah, only the shadow knows. Yeah.
All right. So I've always been a big fan of Walter Gibson. And my gosh, he wrote under the name Maxwell Grant to do the Shadow stories, and it was the Depression. And I don't know if I've told you the story, but during they had an idea for a character, but they needed somebody to flesh it out and then to come up with 40,000 word stories for this magazine they were starting. And then the first one did well. So they were like, okay, we'll bring on some other writers and Walter Gibson was like, okay, it's the Depression, and we won't be able to live. You don't get paid that much. And so he's like, no, I'll do it. So he had 5 typewriters set up in his house. Those old heavy manual ones set up in his house where he would be working on the different stories. Oh, wow. And when he wasn't working, there were times he had to like wrap his hands in gauze because they hurt from all the typing. And he started turning these stories out every month, 40,000 on these manual typewriters.
Oh my God.
And he won he got the world record for publishing 1 million words in a year back in the 30s.
Oh my God.
So I love The Shadow. I always loved, and Orson Welles doing the voice and all that. But when people talk about pulp writing, they can sometimes be very dismissive. And I'm just so impressed with this guy and what he did to get through the Depression and take care of his wife and his kid and, all this. But make no mistake, some of the pulp writers were writing trash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, real trash. Like, nobody's saved anything. Nobody's making reproductions.
Yeah. No, it's kind of like some of the shit you can buy on Amazon. Kind of like some of that. No offense, but some people, it's like, I self-publish this, and it's like, maybe you shouldn't have, though.
Yeah.
So, okay, people over in the member chat want to know about jail time for Pam Bondi. Let's take a little peeky at that.
I have some astrology notes over here on her we could get to if you're interested.
Ooh. What is she? I haven't even looked at her astrology. Is she
she's a Scorpio.
No, is she really?
Oh yeah. And we don't know her birth times, so she's likely, basically, yeah, she's a Virgo moon.
That makes sense. That tracks. I feel like only a Virgo or an Aquarius moon could sit through that trial, basically, yesterday and walk away intact.
Well, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so I'm a little surprised that I don't know what is wrong with me, but I cannot get past how dumb this woman is. I can't. I keep trying. I don't normally, go off on somebody like that, but dear great Gussie.
Oh, it's rough. And well, the other thing too is, like I said, with that tunnel vision, it's just like, well, yesterday you could see she, instead of, and of course she's not going to answer any questions. She's going to deflect everything. She's going to yell and scream and do all the things that she did. But some of the stuff was so nonsensical. It's like she got in her head, I'm going to mention the Dow. I'm going to mention rent. It's like, lady, get that. Don't do that. Get that off your plate. You know what, girl? I think if she doesn't go to jail, she's going to get sued. There's justice is here for her somehow. Something's coming. Something's coming.
I'm getting something later.
Oh my gosh. I've got it too.
Yeah, there's something coming later. but it's only after, she's been playing this game and she thinks she should be rewarded. And again, she's working so hard at the wrong thing. It's staggering how much work she's doing on absolutely the wrong thing. But there's trouble coming, and a rise of democratic power, as well as whatever this trouble is. I don't know if it's Trump being ill, or I don't know what exactly, but there's a whole lot of worry here, and some rise of at least some democratic power. And there's something coming for, I just wish I was getting my jail cards, but
yeah, it
would be down the road.
There is, it's not now. No, not even close to now. There's some kind of a legal problem. She finds herself in a legal quandary, and I do believe it's related to the cover up, the Epstein files, the whole deal. There is a there's a legal quandary, try saying that 5 times fast, coming for this woman, hands down. Doesn't necessarily mean she's going to jail, but she will have a legal problem over all of this. She absolutely will.
I hope so.
Denise said, how could she read the Epstein files and still support Trump? Because she doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe it. He thinks Xenu is coming to rescue her on his spaceship. Of course she doesn't believe the Epstein files.
I adore you. I adore you. That, yes, that.
So she just reads it and she's like, this is all bullshit. This is all crap. She doesn't believe it.
Yeah. And she doesn't understand how anybody else believes it. What do you mean anybody? How could anybody believe these? Obviously these people are fine. Look at them. And poor me. I have to deal with all of this stuff. Yeah. Okay. So very quickly, Pam Bondi. Oh, good. The delusion is strong. She has sun, sense of self, conjunct Neptune.
Oh, shit.
Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, yeah. So that's her sense of self, and Moon in Virgo. So that might be when Virgo goes, because every sign has a high version and a low version. Every sign, every planet, you name it. So if I say nasty things about a particular sign or anything like that, it is not about you. Because you probably choose the high one, the high version. So I'm telling everybody in the chat here. Okay, everybody watching. That Virgo moon, when Virgo goes bad, they are pedantic. Mm-hmm. They are, well, you asked me that question, but you didn't ask it in such a way that I have to answer it. Because you didn't phrase it.
Right.
It wasn't in the form of a question.
It's like Jeopardy.
Like suddenly they think they're on Jeopardy. Yeah. Her Mercury's in Sagittarius. That might actually be why she managed to become a lawyer, because Sagittarius is about law and that communication. So maybe that should like something about that. Her Venus and Mars are both in Capricorn. So she likes the high life. She likes the boogie. Her Jupiter's in Gemini. So so she has some luck with that communication. Oh, yeah. Her Saturn's in Pisces. So yeah, seeing the being in awe, seeing the big picture. Yeah, not so much. Yeah.
She just had a Saturn return.
10 Pisces. So it was a while ago, but yeah. She has had a Saturn return.
Interesting.
Well, she was born in 65. November 17th, 65. And she's from obviously she's from the Pluto and Virgo. So anyway, there is a Uranus-Pluto conjunction in her chart, which is what happened to people who were born around 65. But her Mercury's squaring that. And there's also Saturn in Pisces. She has a mutable grand cross, mutable sign. She has a grand, so you get a T square where you have an opposition and then you have something squaring both of them. Then you get a grand cross, which is everything squaring and opposing, everything squaring everything else.
It's gnarly.
And everything's tense and at tension, and doesn't necessarily work well because everything's irritating. Every time you try to, or oppositions I find are like a seesaw where it'll raise the one thing up, but only with this one goes down, and then it'll switch. And so she's irritating because her chart's irritating. Okay.
Yeah. She probably, that grand cross is probably also what got her, that's what's getting her screamed at by these people. That's why you watch that, and don't get me wrong, it's not that I think that any of the representatives that were screaming at her were in the wrong, because I think they were doing all the right things. But that kind of astrological aspect, that's what's going to get you in public in front of a bunch of people getting yelled at over and over and over and over and over again. That's what that's doing.
Yeah.
Oof.
But she loves the high life. So she wants to be around the movers and shakers so that gets you front and center.
It does. It absolutely does. Let me see if there's we have requests for Bad Bunny. We're going to have to look at Bad Bunny. Julia wants to know if Pam Bondi's headed for a nervous breakdown. I don't see it at all.
I'm not gonna jump on her again. Just see my earlier comments. That's all I'll say. I'm not saying anything else. Just see my earlier comments.
Let's look at Bad Bunny. Let's do something light and fluffy, shall we?
You got it.
Let's just take a peek at Bad Bunny. I did just put up a Bad Bunny reading. I had to, just in case you're on the website, I had to change it out because I didn't realize it's weird. I don't know. When I uploaded it to Vimeo, it made the music really loud. So it was some weird glitch. I'm getting glitchy stuff all over the place this week, apparently. But I changed it, so it's fixed. But I did a reading on Bad Bunny earlier this year in September. Prettiest vibes I've ever felt in my life.
Oh yeah. He's well, one of the things, he's from Puerto Rico and everybody's praying for him. He's so wildly popular. But in his downtime he goes home.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of knows everybody else on the island. And there were stories about just other people who weren't even from Puerto Rico, but they like during the halftime show, like people's mothers she'd hear them like starting to pray for him. Just, so he has so much good energy coming at him, so many fans, and then people honestly trying to pull down positive energy to him. So I'm not surprised that you'd get that.
Yeah, no, he has really pretty energy. This guy's not done. This guy, he's going to rule the world. He's going to rule the world. And you know what? He's going to be one of those people where by the end of his career, people are going, he did so much. Like he did so much for everybody. He's going to be iconic. You think he's big now? I don't even think he's hit it yet. I don't think he's hit it yet. And in that reading, which is available to the public, by the way, so you can go to thirdeyechampagne.com and just type in Bad Bunny and it'll pop right up. But I did see in September, he did get cards where he may die young, which I didn't love seeing those cards. But death is not what we think it is. I'm not going to go into a whole thing, but it's not always as tragic as we want it to be. But no, this man, he's not done yet. He will take over the entire world. I mean, we're talking like Michael Jackson, levels of fame. Like that kind of, he's not even finished yet. He's not even finished yet, Bad Bunny.
Does anybody know what sign he is?
Ooh, good question.
I'm getting a whole lot of wands here, and that's fire signs. So there's this fire energy, healthy fire energy.
I don't know what sign he is. Oh, does anybody know? Pisces. Apparently Pisces.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
So he's probably got a bunch of stuff in Aries because you're picking up all that fire energy. You know, it's right next door. He's probably got a bunch of stuff in Aries.
Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So yeah, it could be any of that. But he's very grounded, because what I'm getting here is it's a lot of work. It's a lot of doing, but it like doesn't turn into like major arcana thing. It's you know, I do not know this guy's history, so I'm not even pretend, but it's almost like somebody stole something from him. And he was like, no, I'm going to do this. I don't know his origin story, but that's what I'm picking up there.
Well, I don't think anything got stolen, but what's interesting is he was on a completely different track. He was in college and he was like, I'm going to be a business major. Like, it was not ever music thing. Actually, I think it was creative design is what it was. I think like what you do, I think it's more like graphic stuff, but he was like, I'm going to do this. And then randomly he just starts, you know, uploading music, and it just starts to catch on and starts to catch on and starts to catch on. So this was never his preferred track. Like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm going to go be a famous rapper. No, never.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But I don't know. It feels like something was taken away from him. Maybe it was in his childhood. I don't know what. But he's got some drive.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some drive that this is mother or family. I don't know about his mother, but his family's that's family choices. These are disappointments, but they're small. These are just, and it feels like a guy living his life, not superstar doing the thing. Somehow he is remaining grounded, and he's just carrying the burden.
Yeah.
Because what he does is hard.
Dude, I got the same thing. Look at that. Same.
Hard, heavy. Yeah. But
yeah,
I'm getting nice guy.
Nice guy. I know. He's committed. I mean, he's like, I'm bringing the world up. I'm bringing the community up. I'm doing all the things. He's really committed. But you know what's funny? You mentioned problems in the past. Now that I'm looking at my Celtic, and look at this. It does look like something was taken from him. Something happened. Something happened in the past. And again, minor arcana, just like you. So it's really interesting. We're definitely getting the same stuff on this guy. Yeah, he's not, just you wait. He's not done. Somebody in the chat said he dated Kendall Jenner. I have a problem with that, but I'll try to keep it to myself. I'll try to keep it to myself. Oh, we'll try to. What else should we look at, girl? Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to look at?
I'm just really focused on these next couple of years on what's going to happen in the country, in the U.S., where President Dumpster Fire could leave us at any point. Not that I do not wish that on him, and we don't need a martyr. And I don't wish that on anyone, but it happens to everyone eventually. So, I'm just what? Okay. Because astrology doesn't necessarily make things happen, but we're in the sea of energy. And when you get currents pushing one way or the other, if you're going in that direction, you have the energy at your back pushing you in that direction. And some people can use that for good or evil. We have the U.S. has a Uranus return coming up. And you know, we have all of this outer planet stuff happening, and you go back through time, and there were such huge things that happened at even the Uranus return. First one, where it started was during the American Revolution, and then it happened again at the Civil War, and then it happened again. You know, I mean, it's just big stuff seems to happen, and I'm just, what kind of big things are coming, so that we can prepare, so that we can, you know, kind of hold together, stand together.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'm seeing in the chat, a lot of people don't know who I am, so I'm going to introduce myself again.
Yes.
If you're watching me on Autumn's channel, we're streaming on both our YouTube channels, so it's hard to.
I didn't even know you could do this.
Yeah, I didn't know you could either. It's really fun. I'm loving it. But I'm Kirsten Langston. I'm the founder of Third Eye Champagne. I started. I'm one of the first, if not the first, political tarot readers out there. I know I have a small following. I'm not as big as everybody else that came after me, but that's who I am. And I'm always here live streaming every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's where you will find me every single time. And I read on whatever you ask me to read on. So please, yes, please visit my channel. Please do subscribe. Thank you, Susan, for subscribing. Please come hang out with me. We are doing, in case you want to join us.
Yes, and for those who don't know me, hi, I'm what?
Everybody knows you. They all know you, but yes, this is Autumn, Black and Orange Tarot.
Yeah, and I'm on every single day, every day, without fail. I come on between noon and 12:15 every day, and have for over 6 years.
Is that Pacific or Mountain?
Central. Sorry, Central time.
No.
Central time. I'm in Chicago. It's you can't read it, but it says Chicago right there. Oh. This is an old it's a reproduction of a poster from the World's Fair. Oh no, this is a train poster anyway, but it says Chicago.
Oh wow.
So no, that's me. And
so if you're not subscribed to Autumn's channel, head over there and subscribe to her. I'm sure you already are, but I am amazed by the way that you do it every day. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of hard work.
Yes, but my North Node is in Aquarius, and I'm here to use technology to try to help as many people as I can.
Yeah, that's very yeah. There you go.
So, you know, there are other things I could do where I would make some money. There are other things I could do, but this is what I just keep ending up going back to. So if I was like, all right, if I'm going to do this, I'll do it with everything I got.
Yeah. And with those fabulous nails.
Why, thank you. Gemini ascendant, you know.
Yeah. I love it. You always have the best nails every time I see you. And they're always different. I've never seen a repeat.
Oh, no, I've got, we'll talk about this sometime, but, I have sets.
Oh,
I have all kinds I have them divided by like color and size, and I've been collecting these for years.
Oh my God, I'm coming to play at your house. Oh my God.
I have I mean, just right here I have, because I need to put them away. And these are not all of them by any stretch.
Jesus wept. I'm all over this. Are you joking?
So yeah, these are like, I grabbed the pink ones. And so I come on in the morning, I put up my,
oh my God.
I choose whatever, you know, the overlay is, and then I try to find a shirt that matches, and then I come up here and I open each one of these and hold it like that to see what it looks like on camera, to see what matches best.
Oh my God.
And it's like, okay, there's nothing in there that really matches. So, all right, where's the other one? Okay, here's the other one.
Oh my God.
So because I'm wearing more of the mediums than the long. So it's like, oh, Okay, so this matches the best. So I'll put that on. And then I have these tabs that I have right here.
It's
And
extremely.
they don't. I'm sorry?
This is extremely impressive. I mean, you're just amazing me across the board today. Like, I knew you were an awesome person and extremely talented, but this is above and beyond. Wow.
I don't know where they went. There are these little tabs that, like this. Like I have big sheets of these.
And you just stick them on.
Yeah, I just stick them on. And I get this kind that they last. Like I put on these on this morning.
Okay.
But as soon as I come off, I'll just twist it gently and it'll just pop off, and I take rub the glue off and then organize them in their little spot for it right there.
Oh my God, girl. Yes, nail game is straight up on point. That is too good.
These will be right there in a couple hours. So
cool. Very cool.
At some point I'll show you my I have these special hangers that hold 6 shirts at a time. Ooh. And I have all these Land's End shirts in different colors, and I have them like the blues. So so I'll choose the overlay, and then I'll carry them in, and I'll hold them up and see which one matches the most. This is a dream.
This is a dream. This is my dream. Your color-coded 6 shirt hangers is my dream. Your nails in your plastic containers is my dream. Hang on. We have devolved into a fashion show. Everyone, I don't know if it's a de-evolution, but I'm here for it. I am so here for it. We have we'll get back to the cards, I promise, but I can't. It's too much. It's now you're just at the slumber party is what's happening. You're at the slumber party where we're gonna play with our nails and read tarot cards.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Monday. I've had these shirts are expensive, but they're Supima cotton, so they last better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's taken me years to gather all these together. But so like on a Monday, I'm likely to wear one of these, and then
you pull out the nails, and you're like, okay, let's check it out. Oh
and it says there's M for Monday, and then on Sundays is blue.
Oh.
So I'll hold this up and see what matches.
Oh.
There are some duplicates as things fade, but yeah.
Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed.
And Sunday.
I'm living for this. I'm living for this.
I have Saturn on my ascendant. Have I mentioned that? So.
Oh my God.
For every day of the week.
I am. Auntie is so happy right now. I am so happy right now. You made my day. You made my day.
I'm glad.
Let's get into this. Okay, so the question, if you can't remember, because we got sidetracked into summer party mode, but which you guys loved anyway. But the question on the table is basically, where are we going from here? What can we do? What can we do going forward? How can we defend ourselves? Because as Autumn and I are saying, we're not done yet. The fat lady has not even opened her mouth. So we're not even there yet. What I've got here, okay. So cards are on point today. Girl, you are bringing some very nice energy. Cards are on point today. So we see Americans, I mean, the sane ones, and we're going, OMG, this is horrifying. And then we have our emotional, OMG, this is horrifying. And then we also have, hey, we're getting screwed over. So this card, it's called guilty, but if you look in the back, see these guys? That's us. We're the ones that are crying while this guy's stealing all of our swords. Yeah, same. So that's
same card.
And then look at this. It literally says, your government is drunk. So this can be many, many things, but King of Cups is also the card of the drunk. So basically they're saying, hey, listen, go home, fascist government. You've had too much to drink. That's basically what's going on here. So this is everything that's showing us what's happening. Now, what is the solution? Well, first of all, we have to two things here. We have to protect our children. We have to find our joy. Your children are your number one priority. The children of the country are the number one priority. So kids like poor little Liam, all those little kids, it's our job to protect them. It's our job to defend. Don't make me cry. It's our job to, don't make me cry, girl. Stop it. I'm talking to myself now. But it's our job to protect and defend these little babies in any way that we can. That's our number one job, is to take care of the babies. So again, we do the Cocktail Congress at 3:30 every single Thursday. We live stream that, where we boycott companies that support fascism. I tell you what companies are supporting fascism, and then we also contact our reps and say, hey, stop. You got to stop doing this stuff. So it's helpful. Anything that you do is helpful. If you protest, it's helpful. Whatever you're doing, it's helpful. We've got to protect our babies, number one. Number two, we have to create our communities. That's number two. And this is, yes, it's the party card, so we can have fun while we're doing it. We don't just have to be sad and maudlin, but we have to create our communities. We need to vote with our wallets. We need to figure out where our money is going. We need to figure out what people are doing with our money. So when I go buy something from Hanes, apparently, Hanes, Victoria's Secret, Maidenform, and Jockey all only support Republican candidates, FYI. So when I give them my money to buy their products, they turn around and they give it to Donald Trump. That's what's happening there. They turn around and give it to congresspeople who vote for giving ICE, $86 billion. That's where our money is going. So it's money, it's community, and it's the babies. What do you have, friend?
It reminds me of I think it was during Trump's first term, but there was a woman, she was a writer, and she's decided that she's like, okay, I need to get this writing done. I need to get it done. So every day I don't write, I have to give $1 to Donald Trump's re-election campaign. Oh. She wrote every single day.
Wow.
That, like, it was like for a year. And she's like, no, I'm doing this. I am not giving this man a dime. What I'm getting is, back during the Great Depression, everybody's family has stories about the Great Depression. My mother's grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, my grandmother's mother, the women in the family kind of held the family together during the Depression. So the men couldn't find work anywhere. And one of the things that she would do is she would crochet these, even in the Depression, they were covers for the stays because there are women who were still wearing corsets type, or girdles.
Girdles, yeah.
But the metal bars, they crochet these things that would go over them so it wouldn't stick to, I guess, jab you. But she would do things like that, rented out a room in the house. She just kept the family together and housed, and everybody just pulled together.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting right here.
Oh, yeah.
It is pulling together. It is us helping each other. Oh, do you have a recipe for this? I know lentils are cheap, but I don't know what to do with them. Okay, I've got an idea. We know we've already been through, but we've been through so much. We've been through a pandemic. We've been through 9/11. We've been through, we've just been through so much, and we can make it. We know that the economy goes down, it comes up, it goes down, it comes up. And so it's like, yeah, all right, things are tight, things are hard, but they won't be forever. And we'll work together, and more we'll work together. But the good news is, over time, what I've got is these thieves, these, and they're smug about it. That at some point law enforcement kicks in. At some point legislation kicks in, and I get, we're not doing this anymore because it's the women of the country and those who are supporting women in the country being strong, and law and Democratic congressional people saying, this jerk, this is not happening again. If it says it in the Constitution that there's an emoluments clause, then there is an emoluments clause.
Right.
Period. And the fact that that has just, oh, well, no. Anyway.
I know, right? I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Everybody wants an eclipse reading before we switch over to the member. Well, you're not coming, but you're only here for YouTube. But before we end the YouTube stream, everybody wants a reading on eclipse energies. So can we do that before we go? Do you have time?
Absolutely. I'm here as long as you need me.
Let's do that. Then we'll switch over to the membership. So I go an extra hour with my Patreon members and members of thirdeye-champagne.com. So if you, and that's uncensored, because we're all a little censored on YouTube. So that is happening. Also, by the way, you guys, I am going to do a Sasha Riley live deep dive on February 26th. That's going to be for members and patrons only. It's going to be over Zoom because I need to be uncensored when I talk about it. It's probably going to be kind of gnarly. If you haven't listened to the testimony, I haven't yet, but apparently it's terrifyingly scary.
I may have made a noise with the deck or something. And who is this about?
Sasha Riley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing that. And then also tomorrow, you guys, I'm doing a Sylvia Brown Drunk Tarot. It's always a good time. It's always fun. And if you're not a member or a patron, you can buy tickets. And the links for that is all over my social media. But we talked to Sylvia Brown once, and it was really interesting. I said this in the earlier stream, but she had talked about, this was years upon years ago. It was before Biden stopped running. Biden was still in the running, and she said, "Don't worry, Biden's got this." And I kept asking her, everybody in the chat kept asking her about, but what about Trump? What about Trump? And she said, she just kept saying, just vote for Biden, just vote for Biden. And she had this whole thing about timelines and switching around on timelines. And looking back now, in hindsight, I'm like, oh God, watching it in hindsight, it was just sort of terrifying. It was just terrifying because she just kept saying, just vote for Biden, just vote for Biden. And then we couldn't because he wasn't there anymore. It's wild. It's just wild. So anyway, that's just a little bit about me. Do you have anything people need to know about Autumn? Is there anything people need to know? Are you up to anything? Oh no, I can't hear you. Where did you go?
Sorry. Last Saturday of every month, I call it the Patreon social.
Oh.
And so you can come on screen with me. I can have up to 9 other people on the screen.
How cool.
And you can talk, we can all talk directly to each other. Some people just want to stay in the chat. That's fine. If there's more than 9 people, people are like, yeah, okay, I'm done. And, I'll just rotate people in and out. But it's usually just a group, and you can put faces to names in the chat. And a lot of people, it's a place where they can say what they're really feeling about, because they can't talk about politics or they can't talk about what's been getting to them. And people are funny too. So anyway, that's the last Saturday of every month from Central Time from 7 p.m. till about 8:30 or so.
Wow.
And it's a lot of fun and great conversations. So
wow, girl, you are like James Brown without the wife beating. You're the hardest working woman in show business.
Thank you. Well, you are my inspiration. So
thank you. Eclipses. By the way, somebody's asking about Nancy Guthrie. I looked at that last week. I don't think we're getting a good outcome there. Just FYI, I just don't think we're getting a good outcome in there. But eclipses. Wheel. The eclipses are showing up in the cards for me. So we've got the eclipse card here. That's the moon, and it's coming up with the decisions card. And that is basically saying, what do you want it to be? I think you have some leeway here to play with eclipse energies. Listen, everybody's a little bit crazy. That's here. That's the conflict card here. We see that it's in the Celtic being crossed by the eclipse. So the question here is, what do you want to come to you? Talk to the universe. Have a conversation with the universe and say, hey, instead of doing this and being stressed out and being freaked out because it's eclipse season and the energies are wild, do this, which is, hey, I'm a bad bitch and I would like XYZ, please. Let the universe bring you all the good fortune. Concentrate on that. What do you have?
Sorry, I was just double checking. Yeah. All right. Okay. So on the 17th, so 5 days from now, there's a solar eclipse. And it is in late Aquarius.
Yes.
So on the one hand, that means it is going to, at least in some ways, tie in with all this outer planet action, because all this outer planet action is happening in the very first degree, so often the 0 degrees of particular signs. And this eclipse is happening at like 28 Aquarius. I mean, it's like late. So wow. It's going to add to that energy. So it's going to affect us. And again, it isn't necessarily all bad. It's just a huge amount of energy, which is why we're all feeling a little overwhelmed, a little irritable sometimes, or just let me sleep, that kind of thing. But this eclipse is happening on Donald Trump's descendant.
Oh, is it? Interesting.
Why, yes, it is. Yeah. So, because remember, his rising is right at the end of Leo. So that's his ascendant. So the opposite is the very end of Aquarius. So the other people, other people can be good, other people can be enemies. But there's just this huge amount of energy just going wham right on that part of his chart and going to ring it like a gong.
Ooh, interesting.
So let's just say some people who know Trump somewhere might have something to say, maybe, if that's the best outcome for us, that somebody yaps, or I know him, it's just but it's this huge amount of energy right there on other people affecting him. So
that's interesting. And these eclipses, we're doing Aquarius Leo eclipses for like the next year and a half.
Yeah. It's the beginning of a new series, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to get a whooping.
I hope so. I don't know that, but I hope so. But it's definitely the other. So it's not about him. It's other people, and it's big. The cards themselves, what I got for everybody else, it's an eclipse. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just go back. It's just lower. It's just minor arcana. Like I even pulled some extra cards, and it's all just life. It's just life. And I've actually got a temperance card here, believe it or not, for the reading.
Yeah,
so,
it feels pretty mild to me. Like, I don't think we're going to get a big bang this time around. It just, in general, it just feels kind of like, all right, it's eclipse season. Let's do the thing.
Let's just hope that maybe somebody, the other, will bring something to the table. We hope. But there's so much going on. But don't let it overwhelm you. Seriously. After I'm done with my noon live stream, I'm done. It's like, that's why I set up creative sprints in the afternoon, which is we get together, we're all working, we're all focusing on our own projects, and I am working on the business, I'm working on writing. I'm working on my new website at the moment. I'm, I am not. And then in the evenings, I'm just finishing. I'm watching Halo, the TV show, and it was just really good. I love sci-fi. My favorite thing, honestly, after a day of dealing with all of this news and then all of the business stuff and adulting, I want to be on a planet far, far away. It can be a war. I don't care. But I am on a different planet.
Yeah.
People are worried about will the atmosphere hold. That's, I'm over there. I don't know. And I'm not even here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I feel that. God, I forgot you did that stuff in the afternoon too. I mean, you really are so hard as I thought I worked hard, but And you know what? You can people like as a verb, you can people. I have to take big, huge breaks from peopling because it's just too much. But you let them in the door. You're like, all right, we're doing this, and then we're doing this, and then we're actually you're gonna show your face to me on my Patreon. I'm in awe of that because I can't do it.
But you do personal readings and I don't.
Ah, yes, that's
true. The difference. So you people,
I do.
I people a lot, but you people one-on-one intently, really strongly. Yeah. And because every time I try to do that, the universe is like, my guides and everybody, it's just like, no, that's not what you're here to do.
Oh, you know what? I'm not trying to actually give you a reading like live on TV here, but I'm like, no, I feel that. You're supposed to community. Like you're there. I feel that hardcore, super hardcore.
I'd make more money if I did one-on-one readings, but literally the worst things will happen to me it's like my guys are going to keep me on this path, do this. Yeah. So I do as hard as I can, as much as I can, to help as many people as I can.
Yeah. And every time I try to retire from private readings, I get thrown back into them. So apparently
you're so good. You are so talented.
Thank you. You are also so talented.
Thank you. Well, I guess that's going to do it.
That's going to do it. That's
for YouTube.
Yeah, that's going to do it. I understand that people that are members and patrons are having trouble finding the Zoom link to get into the membership chat. Apparently I didn't put it in the email. I don't know what I was doing. I was exhausted yesterday when I sent all that stuff out. But you can find it if you go to thirdeyechampagne.com. If you go to the collective, it has to be on a desktop or a tablet because apparently it's not showing up on mobile. You can put in the search bar, the Champagne Room. The forum will show up. You click into the forum, you go to announcements and links, you go to today's date, and there is the link to get into the stream. And that will always be there, by the way. So if you can never find it, if you're like, I didn't get the email or whatever, that link is always there every single time in that spot for you every day. So I'll hope to see you guys there. I want to say thank you so much to Autumn for hanging out with us and for helping me out with the Cocktail Congress. If you guys didn't see it, she made the most beautiful graphics that I'm going to use all the time.
Thank you. There's a cover in there too.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay.
Just stunning. And I appreciate your time and taking the time out. Time is our most important thing that we have, and you gifted me with it today. So I can't say thank you enough.
Well, we're in this together. And we love our country, and we're not going to. There's no way that these people are going to push these two Scorpios around. That's not happening.
Oh no. So if you haven't, go ahead and follow Autumn Black and Orange Tarot. If you haven't, please come and follow Kirsten Langston at Third Eye Champagne over on YouTube. I'm actually Third Eye Champagne everywhere. If you want to come visit me at thirdeyechampagne.com, there's a lot of free videos you can watch. There's a huge archive, so you don't have to pay to get some goodies over there. And I think that's our thing. That's our show. Yep. So guys, if you're on YouTube, we will see you later. I will definitely see you next week. Autumn will see you tomorrow because James
every day. Weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, over 6 years, every single day. I'll be on between noon and 12:15 every day.
Between noon and 12:15 tomorrow with brand new nails, by the way. The nails will be different. If you only watch to see what nails she's going to wear, I feel like you've done the right thing.
There's new art every day. There's new overlays, new or backgrounds, or
I love that. I love that. All right, Miss Autumn. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thank you guys for hanging out. We will see you later. I have nothing else. I'm trying to think of a good goodbye line, but I think I'm just going to say goodbye.
Bye.